Welcome. If you find yourself here, maybe because you were lost at some point in time, please stick around. We're going to be doing a guided meditation for healing tonight. Okay? Nothing more, nothing less. It may just take us a few minutes to get into it. So bear with us. Get yourself very comfortable. Put some pajamas on. And find a comfortable position. Hello, JC. Hello, Tatiana. Thanks for being here. This meditation was recorded live before a live studio audience. And I will post a timestamp for when the meditation actually begins, so you can check below to find it for those watching later who may feel lost or in need of a bit of healing. But for now, I'm just going to take a few moments and say hi to everybody that we tribe with. You can find more information about this most benevolent group of people in the description box down below. And I'm so happy that everyone has come. Hi, Benita. Hi, Ange. Hi, Ebony. Thanks for coming. So this video is what it is. Can someone give me a little feedback, please, and let me know if they can hear the music? That would be great. Thank you so much. I hope everyone is well. And if you're not feeling so well, hang out because, okay, that's good. That's good. This is the first time for this frequency at 99.9 to do a guided meditation. We're just going to give it a few minutes and let some more people jump into the room. And again, if you don't want to close your eyes and participate in the meditation, feel free to partake in the chat. That's why it's there, sillies. You can definitely just listen to the music. This is something that I needed to do anyways, so I thought, why not do it with the people, the awesome people who love to hang out with us. Okay. Just a little update. I've been suffering from severe heat exhaustion from working in the hot sun. Been very sick as a result of it. I'm not as young as I used to be. I can't quite. It's a bit loud. Okay, thanks, Angie. Okay, we'll dial it back a little bit. That's good. It's coming through a different speaker than normal. So thank you. Thank you. A few things I want everyone to remember for tonight's meditation. No two meditations are ever the same. And there's no right way to meditate. There's ways that are accepted as normal because they provide for a lot more of a consistent energy flow. Anything? Yeah. Oh, I had lots of that too. It's been quite a time. So I have been illin, okay? And with this full moon coming up, I feel like I really needed time to reset and relax. Okay? So, yeah, we needed that. Thank you, water. So we can get ready to begin, everybody. I'm going to wear some headphones so that I can be reminded to be cued that we are all here, because there's certain steps of the meditation. It's based on a Soul of Healing workshop, which is an old publication from the 1970s. Okay. Thunderclouds helped. So I could just go on the breathe. It'll go breathing to appreciation to heart. Okay. But I need to be reminded to step it up along the way, because I can get lost in the breathing, just the breathing awareness portion for hours. So I want to make sure that I'm just keeping reminded on that. Remember, there's no right way to meditate. You don't have to. You can sit up in a chair with your feet flat on the floor if you would like to, with your arms and your palms raised up in your lap. But you don't have to. If you're lying down, if you're most in your comfy, most favorite chair, then you can remain. You can just relax. Hello, Chanel. Okay. So, and if you don't want to close your eyes, you can participate with eyes wide open. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to do this. And if you want to stay engaged in the chat while I close my eyes, then absolutely feel at liberty, feel the liberty to do so. Welcome the new people and chat the night away. Chat, chat, chat the night away. Okay, and then after the meditation, we'll just talk and vibe, maybe get some shuffle sounds on the go. Just a way that we can do that, okay? So for everybody that's wanting to participate, let's do this now, okay? Just close your eyes for a minute. Take in a few deep breaths. And listen to the beautiful sounds. Whoops. There's Deepak. He's helping me. He's helping me on this guided meditation. I had it all set ready to go, and then I pressed the wrong button, or I didn't have the studio set up right, just quite right. But it gave Christina time to get in onto the meditation. So you heard the man. Find a comfortable place. Okay. You can close your eyes and begin to witness your breath. Become aware of the inflow and the outflow of your breath. Do not attempt to control it in any way. Allow any changes in your breathing to occur without hesitation or anticipation. If your mind drifts away from your breathing, gently return it back to your breathing. No thought is needed. Just simply witness the inflow and the outflow of your breath without attempting to control it in any way. You might find that your breathing spontaneously becomes fast or slow, deep or shallow. Allow your breath to change without any resistance or anticipation. If your mind drifts away to a sound in the environment, a thought in your mind, or a feeling in your body, gently return your awareness back to your breath. Your breath is the beautiful gift of life. It occurs like this each and every moment of every day, whether you become aware of it or not. It is you, the real you. For each and every breath is a divine gift and meant to be occurring exactly how it's happening. Please bring your attention now into your heart. Experience appreciation in your heart. Think of all the things that you're appreciative of in your life. Think about the people in your life who you love and who share their love with you. Spend a few moments reviewing the gifts in your life for which you are grateful. Your attention should now be on your heart, in the middle of your chest, appreciating all the people in your life who love you and share their love with you. Reviewing all the things in your life for which you are grateful. Keeping your awareness in your heart, let go of all grievances and regrets. Every decision I make is a choice between a grievance and a miracle. I relinquish all grievances and choose the miracle. I relinquish all regrets and choose the miracle. I relinquish all resentments and choose the miracle. Now think of anyone that you may be holding a resentment or a grudge against. Picture them in your awareness and practice forgiveness. Remember that everyone is doing their best from their space and consciousness. Practice forgiving that person for any trespasses that may have resulted in grievances or pain. Practice forgiveness in your heart by forgiving anyone who may have trespassed against you, resulting in pain. Having let go of the resentments and regrets, and having embraced forgiveness, bring your attention back to your breathing. Observe your breath now, and now introduce the intention for your breathing to slow down. Do not forcefully change your breathing pattern. Simply have the intention. Tell your breath, slow down, slow down. Now bring your attention back to your heart in the middle of your chest, and with full awareness, sense your heartbeat as either a sound or a sensation. Feel your heart beating. Hear it if you can. Once you have sensed your heartbeat, bring your awareness into the palms of your hands and have the intention of feeling your heartbeat in your hands. Experience the throbbing warmth and tingling in your hands. Have the intention to increase the warmth and tingling in your hands. You may find that your hands are becoming extremely warm. And now you can bring your attention into your face. Have the intention to feel your heart beating in the cheeks, in your forehead, in your face. For those participating, you have just acquired a remarkable skill set. You can now redistribute the blood in your body through a simple intention. When we increase the blood flow to our hands, we decrease blood flow to our head, which is a great natural remedy for those who suffer from migraines or headaches. Now return your attention on simply witnessing your breath. Now bring your attention back into the center of your chest, in your heart, and imagine your heart as a pulsating light. This is the light of your soul. Imagine the pulsating light matching the beating and throbbing of your heart. With each beat of your heart, experience the light growing stronger and brighter. Imagine the point of light in your heart throbbing with love, knowingness, and bliss. And each beat of your heart sends waves of love, knowingness, and bliss to all points in your body. This may require some practice. Repeat these words as you experience the beating of your heart. Love, knowingness, bliss. As a point of light in your heart. Love, knowingness, and bliss. You may now move this point of light of love, knowingness, and bliss to any area of your body that requires healing, or have it remain in your heart, pulsating with love, knowingness, and bliss as a point of light in your heart, or now in another area of your body. Love, knowingness, bliss. Move the point of light to any area of your body that is sore, upset, or tender, and allow the point of light to pulsate with love, knowingness, and bliss. Love, knowingness, bliss. Love, knowingness, bliss. Love, knowingness, bliss. Love, knowingness, bliss. And now bring the point of light back into your heart and let it slowly fade from your awareness and return to observing your breath for just a few minutes. When you are ready, you may gently open your eyes slowly. Take in one big, deep breath. Maybe two. Because that was it. That's all it takes. Hopefully the music was a bit of a... hopefully you guys had music throughout the whole entirety of that. And thank you for those that chose to participate. And Tatiana, thank you for welcoming the people into the chat room. Special thanks to Dr. Deepak Chopra for the Soul of Healing meditations, which I wanted to share with you tonight, because I was going to do it anyways. You can find a better version of that meditation on YouTube, of course. It's called the Soul of Healing meditation. And he does a much better job of it than I do. But if I just recommend it, very few people actually go over and check that stuff out. So, I don't know, just a little of experiment of what we could do. The sensations were amazing. Oh, that's great to hear, Ange. You're welcome, JC Flynn. Thank you. Thank you for participating. The part that I really love about that is the breathing awareness. When you recognize that it's not monkey mind doing the breathing, it's you, the real you. And you do it all day long, all night long. That little heart just keeps beating, and the breath just keeps on rolling like a love song. White light throughout. Oh, that's good. And JC Flynn, thanks for coming. Ashley S says that she's rewinding. Oh, good. And of course, as soon as I'm done, I'm right back into it, right? I'm going to have to do that one again later. Kind of translating it or bringing it forward for you. It kind of required some of my focus. But when I do that one, I tend to let it go very deep. Very, very deep. And I was really inspired by Mr. Robert Crafty Tarot today for doing that quick little Zen garden realization technique that he did. It was really nice. It ended at 11:11. That's very nice. That's very nice when those things happen. Let's just find our beach sounds. There we go. I like it much better when they're on here. Okay. Oh, and thanks for the likes, everyone. That's really good. I really needed that. Like I said, I've been sick a little bit. Not cough due to cold. It's because I overdid it in the hot sun. I have a tendency to overdo things, as some of you might know about me. A love song for our soul. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's just a quieter time. It's a nice time. I have no idea. Oh, I know what's going on. I know what's happening. Didn't hit the right button. Hopefully we'll have some amazing studio upgrades coming for you later this summer for all of our friends that join us on the open frequency. There we go. Any advice to help overcome loneliness and depression? Yes. Arya, the true way through all of that is to allow it. To acknowledge it and to allow it. Don't fight it. You almost need to surrender to it. And then you can realize, hey, this does not need to be crippling. This does not need to be debilitating. This does not even need to be hurtful in any way. This is a simple acknowledgement of the way I feel. And whether you feel lonely or you feel depressed, you have to make the conscious effort to allow it. It's there in your life. Why are you going to go? And anxiety falls into the same thing. Why are you going to go into a 10-round boxing match with it? Yes, Christina, exactly. It is that point of allowance where you say, okay, I'm depressed, and I'm depressed. So then the next response from mind is, well, what now? And what that does is gives you your power back. Because you were the one that said, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, I'm lonely. It doesn't have to be debilitating, even if it feels that way. Through the allowance of it, you might need to be in bed for it. You might need to be in your favorite chair. These are not techniques that you use while you're driving down the I-15 or the I-5. These are techniques that you use when you're in sanctuary, when sometimes it's very hard not to feel depressed or alone, if that is your circumstance. That point of anyone that you may be holding a grievance or a grudge against, picturing them in your awareness and practicing forgiveness in your heart for them is good. Eckhart Tolle has some amazing videos in regards to allowance and how to overcome negative reactivity to your situation. You know, it's like if I threw you in a cage with a Bengal tiger. If you chose to defend yourself and fight it, surely you would die. If you took a deep breath and said, I'm in a cage with a Bengal tiger, I accept whatever is about to happen between us, you may find that you and Bengal tiger might become the best of friends. So the tiger is at that point becomes the metaphor for your depression, for your anxiety, for your loneliness. Crying is okay. Being emotional is okay. And panic attack anxiety is a tough one. Panic attacks are scary. That's why they have a tendency to compound, because they are quite scary when they occur. It's okay to be not okay, to say the least, Ange Whitney. Exactly. You allow it. It's like, have you ever had a really nasty cold or a flu? And you think, oh God, if only I could feel better. And then in a day or two, you do feel better. Not many of us think back and go, oh God, that felt so horrible. I'm so happy to just feel okay. Right? And then you think of that as a gift in your life. You have all 10 fingers, all 10 toes, 2 feet and a heartbeat. That's a great start. That's a great thing to have. Yes, hugs for all around everyone. Big hugs to our friends. Yes. Hello, Laura, and hello, Jasmine. We just finished our little meditation, and it was a time. We had a time. Yeah. Even sometimes being angry. At least when you're angry, you know you're at a point of action. It takes away from that numbness. It's okay to have those emotional responses. And you may find when you practice the allowance of your circumstances rather than something you have to fight against, that you do become emotionally responsive to them. And that is one of the very first steps of your healing. Oh, thank you for that, Linda. Helpful. The 5-to-1 exercise. Yeah. And the breathing in fours can be a really good one. Count to 4 on the in-breath. Hold it for 4. Exhale for 4. And then allow your lungs to be without oxygen for a count of 4. So it's like, It sure does. It sure reminds you that each breath is a gift of life. If we can't stand in appreciation of our own heartbeat and our own breathing, we will never be able to attract the things into our life that we want. It's very hard to find your happiness without these things. It's like finding your iPhone in a dark room. We've all been there before, all right? The iPhone is your happiness. It's not really, it's just a metaphor. And then you're like, oh, I just can't find, I'm going to have to get up and turn the light on, right? Because you absolutely can't find it in the dark. When it's shut off, you can't see it. It's very much that way in terms of trying to find happiness without living your life from an authentic place of appreciation for your breath, for your heartbeat. Hey, even for this stuff, okay? Which reminds me to let you guys know, tomorrow is the midnight special for the long readings. We've got some treats coming up on tomorrow night's program. Our sponsors have a new announcement that they'd like to make. We're going to give some glimpses into some new programming that's coming. We're on our big subscriber drive for Gemini season. Okay. I've been sitting at 3,800 for a long time. I'm trying to get booster up to 4. So there's 4,000 of us. Would be really great. And then for our friends of the channel, we'll be doing an update on the Goddess of Power Oracle cards. Okay. Because it's been a few weeks since we did them. So we want to see what new goddesses come out for our friends on the program. It should be really good. Tatiana, have a great night, okay? Big hugs. Feel better, okay? Feel better. Yes, big hugs, Tatiana. So thank you, right? Thank you to yourself, to your higher self, your angels and your spirit guides. Because when you're not aware of your breath, of your breathing, but you're still breathing, what's doing that? That's you. That's the real you. Not just the monkey mind saying, I'm depressed, I'm lonely, I'm afraid of the future. It's not that does the breathing. You can live just fine without those things because you can breathe. That's why these little meditations I feel are so important. And remember, there's no right or wrong way to meditate. And each and every meditation is going to be different. There's not kind of like a gold standard that we're trying to achieve through meditation. Let the gurus do that. Let the monks do that. Let them achieve that. We just need enough so that we can feel appreciation in our hearts, share our love from within, and practice forgiveness from within. That's all we need to do. So each one should be its own parasympathetic. Oh, can we leave just a little mysticism in it, please? Can we just leave a little mysticism in it? Parasympatheticism, nervous system. That's all, really. Yeah, Crafty, you inspired me today through your Zen garden visualization. It's just me clinging to it. Yeah, you did. That was a beautiful little visualization you did on your stream. No, tonight we did a little meditation, Crafty. We just wrapped it up about half an hour ago. No, wait. It went on for about half an hour. We wrapped it up about 10 or 15 minutes ago. The powerhouse behind the mind. Because without being morbid or weird or anything, one day it stops. Do you think Monkey Mind chooses when it stops? Do you think you choose when it stops? No. It's something much more than science could explain, in my opinion at least. Yeah, what are you doing up, Crafty? What are you doing? Yeah, with all that energy that you put out, I'm surprised. The YMCA was off the hook, Crafty Tarot. It really was. Yeah, it sure does, Christina. Sure does. I was so addicted to cigarettes at one point in time that people will say, why do you smoke? Why can't you give it up? And you know what my defense would be? I was like, well, because I can't smoke when I'm dead. I might as well, I have to do it now because I'm not going to be able to smoke when I'm dead. So I have to smoke while I'm alive. And that, I would audibly say that to people. That was my justification for continuing to smoke. Hey, Steve. Welcome. Hi, November. Thanks, everyone, for joining, for saying hi today. It's great. About 5 minutes into the program, we did a meditation. So you guys can, if you want, keep this one on your playlist and return to it anytime if you're feeling anxious or depressed or lonely or lost or just needing a little pick-me-up. This is a quick 20-minute meditation. It starts with breathing awareness, then it goes to appreciation and forgiveness, and then using a point of light, the golden healing light, to move it around your body so that you can release all the little naughties. I talked a while ago on one of the Akash programs about our nervous system, speaking of which, Christina, our nervous system being like a big like weeping willow or a weeping birch tree. And sometimes the wind blows really hard and all of the little dangly branches, they get all tied up and they get all locked up together. And what meditation and the breathing awareness does is it straightens those branches out, like settling over time, so that the chi of your body and the prana can flow evenly through your body to allow your chakras to spin without resistance or to actually kickstart them again, and to boost your energy levels. In 2019, the age of technology and things, a lot of people are feeling very low energy levels. And it's very tough. We try to adjust our diets, we go and do all our cardio, and sometimes we're still just feeling very blah. Yeah, like Wolverine or Deadpool, right? Yeah, Steve. So it's very important to realize, like, so much comes from this within place, okay? Crafty talked about it all day long, about the love coming from within. But also, like, the gas in the car, all the fuel, all the energy, it doesn't come from outward stimulation. It comes from self-regulation and just a simple mindfulness of your heart beating and the inflow and the outflow of your breath. Very much. Feel good where it won't last. Well, Steve didn't want to be here or there nor anywhere love isn't. I love the question you asked last night, Steve. Can you give me a reading on how my relationship with myself will go? It was gold. That was absolute gold, Steve. Can you please give me hey, Crafty, how about that one? Can I have a relationship reading on the relationship with myself? That really uplifted my spirits on Tatiana's stream last night, Steve. It was great. Hi, Selena. Well, thanks for enjoying it. The best kind of question. Yes, be an enjoyment of it, because enjoyment is a form of appreciation, as is laughter. It's good, benevolent healing. And have the intention. I'm going to feel better. I want to feel better. Mix it in with a little pinch of that allowance. Hey, I'm depressed. I'm lonely. That's okay. That's what it is. It's like if you ever had a toothache, it really hurts. But then when the dentist fixes it or pulls it out, you go back to being like, wow, I'm free of all that pain. Right? But then how long do we go without shoving candy in our mouth? Right? So it is. It's like the Palladian excellent soup, or what were we calling it? Yeah, the excellent soup. You take a little pinch of allowance. You take some of that appreciation. You practice forgiveness and feeling your heartbeat. You stir it all together, right, in the big old cauldron. Right, Crafty, in the witch's cauldron. And what comes out is just a more authentic version of what your higher self is trying to become through you. That light being that's having that human experience wants to make itself known to you. You are trying to make yourself known unto yourself. Tell monkey mind to beat it. I need to have a relationship with me who is breathing, me who is a beating heart. You've got a spell for me. Do you guys like my witches impression? Right, stirring it up in the big old cauldron. It's okay. What is he cooking? Cats? Oh, we are old friends. We get together, cook a cat. No. Okay, that was better. Right, I just need the hat. Maybe I should dress up as a witch for Halloween this year. Anybody giving any thought to that? Heck, we're not even at summer solstice yet. Cooking up all sorts. And start kicking around. Like Gargamel used to always try and throw the Smurfs in. He needed the Smurfs for his soup. He always needed the Smurfs for his, because the Smurfs were the only things with enough love and benevolence and harmony to make Gargamel feel better. So I always tried to catch a Smurf and put it in the soup so that he could eat the soup and feel what the Smurfs were feeling. It wasn't until the Smurfs were like, hey, Gargy, hey, Gargy, just come and be with us. Just hang out, right? Asterix was the cat's name. Who didn't? And question for the group, is everybody excited for the big Sagittarius full moon? That's not going to be a super moon or anything. It's just it's a full moon. It's going to be one of those wild roller coastery new moon or full moons, I feel. I don't remember that one. It is, what is it? It is, it is a struggle to be awake in a profoundly sick society, or calm. I bet it's on YouTube. I bet we could YouTube it and find it. A little bit of meditation made me feel a lot better. Been absolutely so oh, nice. And for anyone looking for cards, Tatiana just went live as well. So that's really great. If you guys are looking for cards and don't have notifications for Tatiana's channel, she's pulling I think one or two card question and answer readings. You be howling. That's good. Go on howling. It's going to change everything. What's that, Ange Whitney? Oh, the moon. Pointy boots and all. You have the full costume. Halloween is bad. Oh. Oh, okay. We can allow it to be bad. Oh, yeah, the moon. Yeah. It's going to be a moon of exposure. Because she only sexually frustrates. Oh, rough go. Yeah, Gandalf. And Crafty Tarot and his crystal ball. I want to get you a t-shirt, Crafty, that says straight out of Isengard. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, the moon is going to be it's going to be a humdinger of a wingding. It really is. It's going to be a doozy. Oh yeah, on that note, did anybody remember Fraggle Rock? Work your years away, playing for another day. Let the Fraggles play down at Fraggle Rock. Yeah, they had little characters. They were called the Doozers, and they were the Fraggles were little, but the Doozers were even littler. And the Doozers were they were a culture of workaholics. That's all they did was do. That's why they were called the Doozers. They were like human doings. That's all they knew. Work. Right? That's all they knew. And their world was so small and so tiny that even to the smallest of Fraggles who lived, loved, and played, they were still much, much smaller because it was beyond their awareness. It was beyond their ability to perceive that there was more than just doing, more than just working. And thankfully, we're in a place where we're waking up from Doozer culture into more Fraggle culture. Yeah, the Doozers. Doozers. The Smurfs creeped you out. I am dating myself. I'm in a long-term relationship with that which breathes me, with that which... People come in here all the time and tell us we're crazy, but we say you haven't seen anything yet, because there are things that are much more beautiful. And one of those things is your higher self. It's too bad that these veils, well, it's not too bad. There's a reason that these veils exist. There's a reason that you can't see your higher self in all of its magnificence. It would defeat the whole purpose of what we're doing, of who we are. We require the contrast, we require the challenge, we require the struggles. Sometimes we require a little bit of loneliness, depression, and anxiety. The requirements, prerequisites to go to the next level. And who was it? Lee Carroll. I think, Steve, we were talking some about Lee Carroll. He always had this thing where it's like, some people, they get into life and they're such a struggle. They're like, oh, when I pass and I go to heaven, or when I go to a place of rest, I'm never coming back. This place was bunk. This place was BS. This place was a load of horse and patootie. But this Lee Carroll, he would often advocate that you actually can't wait to get back. You can't wait to apply all that you've learned in this lifetime to the next lifetime, so that it's even better. Right? you can take a rest. You can say hi to your soul family on the other side for however long that is. We're talking about this new age, of the age of Aquarius, for our souls, where we're regaining the creative control over our birth, death, and rebirth cycles. Not having the experience wiped clean. You come into the earth as a crying baby. You have no idea what's going on. Well, we're at a point now where we're getting a bit of a clue. You just half asleep? Oh, crafty. That's a good place to be. Because it was the grand old Duke of York. He had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. It's a nice balanced place for your consciousness to be. Half awake, half asleep. Yeah. It can be a shock when the floodgates open. That's a good way of saying it, Linda. Yeah. It's called doozing. It's good. Oh yeah, and on tomorrow night's program, Thank You Water has come out with a new formula. There's a new formula for their water, and they are choosing our program tomorrow night to unveil the new formula. A dowsing, yeah, with the sticks. Back to the witching sticks, right? When you meet you. Yeah, exactly, Steve. Well stated, well said. And the subconscious it's the sweet spot. Yeah, exactly. Oh no, it's much better than fruit flavored. I'm privy to the new information, but it's a big release party that they're having tomorrow night. Be sure to join us. We will be pulling more cards for our friends from the Goddess Power Oracle deck, because it's been a few weeks since we got our last goddess up. So it's time to see what's changed for our friends and what is changing for our friends. So it'll be great. No fruit water. I like a little bit of lemon once in a while. Look what popped out of the deck. The Sun card. God, I was so ill from too much. This guy, I was a little baby on the horse, and the sun was just being the sun, and I was just like, I felt like the horse looks. I was just like, my God, I cannot shovel any more rocks in the hot sun or I will throw up. I actually did throw up today. Sorry, probably shouldn't talk. Hopefully nobody's eating. Yeah, I wanted that early. I knew it was coming. You can be creative as you want to be. Okay, so a few program notes, or one program note. I'm getting very serious in terms of my intention about setting a group of videos in regards to tarot reading tutorials. I feel that many people, I feel like I have an interesting way that I can engage people in terms of tarot to awaken higher intuition for people, not just learning how to read tarot, but through presenting a how to read tarot tutorial. I feel like I can get through a lot of awakening messages that can come through the explanation of each of the 78 cards. So I may take some time to start making those. 10 of Cups is a great card. Yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun. Yeah, so like we would take, for example, let's just see what card comes out. Oh, the World. Huh? Cool, the very last card in the Major Arcana. So you would take a card, for example. I'm not going to reveal all of the content of the idea from which I want to produce this series, but it would be like an explanation and beyond. It would be like a practical application, the traditional meaning of the card, how to interpret the card for specific, let's just take relationships, for example, because it comes up once or twice while you're reading tarot, right? And how to see situations in life for when you get the World card up in a reading, examples of what you might see in your environment or your world in the future when the World card was up in your reading. Okay. So it's going to be a little bit more beyond explanation of the traditional meanings. It's going to be more of like a practical, intuitive tutorial guide. I'm just working on some of the details of how I want to format that, but I haven't even started recording. But now that summer's here and I'm about to have some more free time on my hands, I really want to get that one started. The World is the hardest one. It's the end. It's the end. Yeah, right. And it's because, and then when you get into spreads, right? Obviously, when you get into spreads, the reader, there's no amount of tutorial or teaching that can get you to a point where you could be like, I mean, it's just common knowledge. There's messages coming in from a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, right? Or you may be getting heartfelt emotions, or you may be dealing with all of your emotions very well right now, right? So there's very many things. And then say you get 5 or 6 or 7 cards out in front of you, then it can tell even a much greater story. Yeah, it is. It's like a little storybook. Yeah, and the collective is great. Because it's like, even for astrology, for the monthly signs, for the readings, people, the collective, have already identified. I'm a Pisces. I'm an Aries. I'm a Capricorn. Through and through. So they can interpret the cards or the readings they get based on their traditional reactions. But in an awakened collective, we can transcend and transmute the traditional characteristics of the sign with which we have always identified with astrologically. It's like one of my favorite readers. I think her name is Frankie Tunstall. She says, for the duration of this reading, I am a Scorpio. For the duration of this reading, I am a Taurus, right? And it's great. She just throws herself in there and says, I can do it. I can experience life like it as a Gemini if I want to. If I know enough about Gemini, and say I was born a Scorpio sun sign, but I always really wanted to be a Gemini. If I believed hard enough, and if I identified and resonated with the sign of Gemini, even though my Scorpio was my sun sign, I would start to experience life as a Gemini. It's just the way of things, right? Yeah. Exactly. The whole dang kit and caboodle, right? Yeah, Christina, I agree. Yeah. That intuition must need to fire. It was like, so I have Tinder, right? A little secret about myself. I have Tinder because I've been single for so long, and I like to trick monkey mind into thinking that I'm still proactive about dating at my tender young age of 19. Just kidding. But on the Tinder, it says psychic medium. And sometimes I get people that just come right out at me. If you're a psychic medium, how many kids do I have? And I had one of those actually just the other night. She said, well, how many kids do I have? I said, you have either 1 or 4. And I didn't get anything for a whole day. And then about 24 hours later, a message came in and she's like, I don't know how you knew that. She said, I had 1 child early in life, and then I had 3 more 9 to 12 years later. Bing, bang, boom. The other 3 came, 1, 2, 3. So I said, well, you had 1 or 4. So actually she was like, I don't know how you knew that. But she's always like, I've always lived my life knowing that I have both 1 and 4 children. And it was validating. At the same time, it was kind of like, wow, intuition is when you choose to harness that and trust it. Wow, it can hit pretty hard. Everything felt true. Yeah, that's cool, Linda. Yeah, and it's so nice that we're able to understand that, all of that now. It's so hard to read anymore nowadays, Steve. Like, what consists of good grammar now is just like we've completely thrown all the words, all the rules right out the window. It's like stuff doesn't even have to be close to the correct spelling, and we're like, we completely understand what you just said. It's amazing. Especially with all the texting and messaging and emails and go, people make spelling. I wonder what the count is on millions of spelling mistakes. Cards, don't forget to shuffle. Yeah, and I didn't even have any cards. I was just like, kind of like sitting there, flipping through Tinder as people do. And this message came across. I was just like 1 or 4, whatever. Telekinesis. And if you have, Steve, props to you. Not so much. I'm attracted to Pisces. I'm a November baby too. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Because if I identify as a pepper, I can be as spicy as I want. You know, the most aggressive kinds of pepper is the jalapeno pepper. And the reason why it's the most aggressive pepper is because it's jalapeno face. It's jalapeno business. Okay, that's a cheesy dad joke. The cards slow you down. Info comes in faster than the cards reveal. Yeah, innate will always answer first. Innate will, especially I find when I'm doing these and people come in with their questions, my innate sense will always answer first. And then cards will act as the clarifier and will tell the story, right? Give the juicy deets, as it were, or what needs to be worked on. I usually set the intention on the cards for them to be there for healing. More so, you don't want to dig up dirt on so-and-so's ex-lover's brother's cousin-in-law. You don't really need to know about that. So I set an intention for my cards for them to bring healing messages. Right? Sometimes people get very stuck in old energies, old paradigms, right? Even paradigms that are waning out of the collective consciousness, paradigms like marriage. Paradigms like organized religion. Fellowship is important, and we'll always have that. But we're letting go of all of the dogma surrounding it. you know. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And they show up often in that way. They show up often in that way. Will two-time you and have secret affairs. Now, I've also heard that about Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Sagittarius, Virgo, Libra. Hi, Soul. Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you coming in tonight. I was just letting everybody know, Soul, if you got some time tomorrow night, come and drop in with us if you see us live tomorrow night, because we'll be updating the Goddess Power Oracle cards for our friends. Just because it's been a few weeks since we pulled some. Cancer, I don't do that. What I mean to say is, it doesn't matter what sign you are. If that person is unloyal or has different understandings of monogamy, then it doesn't matter what sign they are. They could still become a liar, cheater, liar, pants on fire, hanging on a telephone wire. Okay, it's irregardless of the sign. Like I said, people who do not identify, say they don't know astrology, they don't understand astrology, it's not important to them, they don't identify as their sign. So they may not even exude the qualities of their sun or their moon sign, because to them it has no meaning. Therefore, life to them exists without those paradigms, without those structures. And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly acceptable. Oh, as always, 99.9 brought to you by the good people of Thank You Water. Now with a new improved formula, they're going to be debuting that on tomorrow night's program as well. In some senses, I feel envious, and that they are very lucky that they don't deal with all the trying to discern behavior through planetary placements. They don't. They're just like, it is what it is. It is this ever-present moment happening the way it is now. And nothing against astrology. I think it's great. I think it's fun. I think it's accurate. I think it's amazing. No fire tonight? We got a little bit of fire. I got a little bit of fire. Just keeping it mellow. Oh, that's good. Oh, you're not yet bringing the fire. That's okay. We are too, Soul Illumination. For sure. I ignore Scorpio stereotypes and prefer not to fall into them. Yeah, and it's your God-given right. That is your God-given right. It's almost because if like we held like so steadfast and true, New Age people would be no different than Christians or Muslims or Jews or whatever religion you want to talk. We don't talk about religion on this program, but we like to think New Age is just a term that we use because we need to have a verbiage for it. But if we held so tightly to those things and fought for them tooth and nail, being like, this is the truth, we'd be no different than those old energy, than those old paradigms. We really wouldn't. So it's that complete allowance piece that comes in once again to be like, it matters, but really, at the end of the day, the beating of your heart and the breath coming in and out of your lungs far transcends anything that monkey mind puts together based on planetary alignments. That's why I prefer when we talk about tarot, and this is a very Aquarian thing to do, tarot and astrology, we prefer to go with the rhythm of it rather than the old steadfast and I am Neptune, I am in the 8th house of relationships. And not anymore. We had a century or two to do that. Okay. Now we're very much into like, let the sun shine in, let the moon become full. Let us enjoy what we have learned in the last 200 years and allow it to be a part of our day, like a nice summer breeze. Right? Yeah, the flow, Ange, exactly. Feel everything. And the empaths, that's an entire different situation right there. Crafty must have finally fell asleep. Good night, Crafty Tarot. Good night. The empaths, like tarot illumination and some of the people that strongly feel the energies, they project. If people are projecting onto them, they're kind of like almost defenseless to it because their heart centers are so open. They want to feel it. They don't protect. There he is. He's still there. Okay. And for everyone, with your kind permission, I would like to just go and refill my cup. And I'll come back and we'll continue on for a little while longer. Nobody's beating down our door. She comes with the cool wave. I need the cool wave soul illumination. I've been straight illin due to the hot sun, shoveling rocks in the hot sun for 2 days straight. So it's I need those cool waves. Thank you so much, and I need some more cool water. I'll be right back, everyone. 2 and 2, okay? Gang, cool kids only, right? Cool waves only. Thanks for sticking around, everyone. Cool water only. And soul illumination, and to anyone that's entered in the room, if you are looking for readings, Tati Taurus is live right now doing Q&As. Just in case people are there and they're not notified to her channel. And for anybody that's dealing with toxic situations, some beautiful life, soul illumination is very good at life. So she's a channel that you want to check out to get very practical, useful knowledge about things that can seem somewhat confusing when they're happening to us. It's very good. Oh, Christina, it was cool and rainy. I wish it was cool and rainy. A big thundercloud came up and we got one huge and not a single drop of rain, and it just kind of drifted off. I'm supposed to be there moderating. Yeah. That's okay. I think she was having a rough day, so I want to support her in whatever way I can, because she's been such a huge support here on this channel. Definitely, if we can shout it out. I feel like her journey was a little like mine. When I first started going live, I got so addicted to going live. That's all I wanted to do was go live nonstop. Now it's finally settling in. And that moderation thing, one of the Scorpio traits that I don't decide to transmute or identify with is that moderation piece. All things, right? What is it? You learn to like it now, and you'll learn to love it later. Uh-oh, are we buffering? Hey, good vibes, brother. Say hi to your girlfriend. Hi, girlfriend. There, how's that? Like a little, oh, and for those of you that I told the story of the sandpiper, I saw the sandpiper and his girlfriend, and they had little baby sandpipers. They were running around with their little cute little birdie chicken legs today. I saw the babies. Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. I couldn't get my phone out in time. And it was funny because like we were shoveling rocks and dirt in the hot sun all day. And I looked up and I saw little baby sandpipers, and I stopped and just to appreciate them for a time. And yeah, it was so cool because I'd only seen, I think, Papa Sandpiper. He was out, and Papa Sandpiper was like all up in my face, being like, "Don't come any closer. We have a family going on over here." And I was like, don't worry, Sandpiper. I'm not going to hurt you. I just, you're here, and like, we're here. Don't worry. You have time to teach those little birdies how to fly. Yeah. My lessons are coming hard. A sandpiper is a bird, November snow. They've got these little long legs that no bird should have, and they actually like live underground. Couldn't get your phone out quick enough. Oh. Was it a big one, Steve? Longer boats are coming to Venice, coming to Venice. Longer boats are coming to Venice. Hold on to the shore. Modding can be stressful. Yeah, especially when you try to be a great mod. Like the mods that keep the lists, that is like, wow, blows my mind. Thank you so much. And then the other mods that come in and they just go full hype, hurrah, hurrah. My modding, I like to mod. I like to keep a sharp eye out for the new people to make sure that they feel welcome. That's my favorite thing to do when I'm modding, is to make sure that all the brand new people feel welcome within whoever's broadcasting within our tribe of tribes, sister tribes, core tribes, fringe tribes where we all get together. I always try and look for the new people, like Selena Pomares. It's my favorite. And anyone that is like, I need a reading. And then for some reason, the moderator that's making the list, if they missed them or if the reader misses them, I like to make sure like, hey, so-and-so is looking for a reading. Because those are the ones that mean the most to me when the moderators do them. It's so great. Yeah, soul. Yeah. It's the new style. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And when I'm on the mic, the suckers run. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Looked about the size of a dime, way high in the stratosphere. Crossed her horizon in about 7 seconds. It was quite like a cloud. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh. That's really neat. Sometimes I watch the programming from the ufologists. I find it quite interesting. I'm going to send out a post with a link to a video about an old cartoon talking about the Smurfs and Fraggle Rock. It's just a fun one I found for you guys and for this channel. Yeah. The best for your babies. Yeah. It's hard to help others if you are not healthy. That's a very true thing. It's very difficult to be in a position to help if you're not feeling healthy. White like a cloud. Oh my goodness, everyone. This is the best stuff on earth. It really is. The air is pretty awesome too, but for some reason that water is just, they do such a good job of it. Yeah. Get rid of the external stresses and the bottom feeders. Like the little fishy that you buy for your tank that's supposed to clean all the glass and the rocks. Has a purpose, but the other fish normally don't really swim too close to that fish. A pleco. I think it's called a pleco fish. Or maybe it has very many different names depending on where you are in the world. Yeah. He's still, yeah. It gets quite large. Oh, so awesome. Just a little fun thing to do a meditation tonight. Just for everybody on a split, on an Akashic split. Why not? The Magician up here with the Knight of Cups. Wow. And for all those that are talking about getting out of those old situations in order to be happier and healthier, never doubt that you did the right thing. You made the most of what you were given. You cut out the things in your life that were dragging you down. And had you not have done those things, then you would have limited the Knight of Cups' ability to bring forward into your life a new timeline, new love. Oh, well. I won't get bogged down in the verbiage. It's a nice one to have. A pleco fish, yeah. I think you spelt it right, Christina. Pleco? Oh, I know I did the right thing. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, bottom feeder. That's what it is. It's a bottom feeder fish. They're like the Virgos, keeping it all orderly and clean. But everyone swims by and they'd be like, "You crazy." I don't want anything to do with that. That's cuckoo. I'll just tease. I'm going to chirp the Virgos for a minute. And no offense if you're Virgo. We appreciate you. We appreciate all the signs. And I don't know if you guys feel it, but people are a little bit tense lately. People have been a little bit tense lately. I don't know if there's a prevailing sense of worry building up or waxing towards this new moon, and I don't know why. I don't know the reasoning for it. Could just be that a lot of people have unresolved business, overdue library books, as we like to say. Yeah, and it is the Ember Days. The solar flares are definitely playing into it. God, they made me ill, and I had to be out in them, just facing the solar winds head on. And I'm from Canada. I like it cold. I come from the land of the ice and snow. It's out of control. Saved my own life. Yeah, exactly. It's good. And now that you're here, yes, Jupiter also. That alignment with the galactic center, that's huge. Blowing things up. But the worry, the anxiousness, I don't know. Yeah, I suppose people get caught up in it. They can't use their own knowingness to be like, no matter what, it's going to be okay. Nobody's getting their arm or their head cut off. Are they? That would be terribly dramatic. So if that's not happening, maybe today was a good day. You didn't have to use your AK. Today was a good day. There's a lot of truth in that song. Right? Right? So why all the anxiousness? Yeah. And paranoia, that's the other one too. The hell is everybody so goddamn afraid of? It's all so serious. It's very serious, Wadsworth. Wadsworth? I don't know where he goes from. It must also be so very serious. Black mentality. Right? It's a dirty thing. It's a dirty thing. That's where it's just a how afraid are you to go without? Fret for your pills. Fret for your favorite pair of pajama pants. Fret for your phone only having 3% charge left. It's tough. It's tough. Because we have both the conditioned thinking that comes in, that's been upon us from growing up, the stuff that's currently coming in from society, and unfortunately, even us awake folk, we still have some conditioning that we do to ourselves. And I know Soul Illumination, you know this stuff to a T, but there's those certain things that we do that sometimes put a limiting, controlling belief on our own selves, that we have to kind of catch ourselves and be like, oh man, I'm shanking it off into the woods again, right? Why am I doing that? Why am I getting caught in those thought loops? Yeah, 212 Boogie Woogie Avenue. That's where he lives. Just go dancing with him. Well, that's good. You broke away, Christina. That's good. Break away from all that. Yeah. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But it's, we can forgive ourselves. We can try again tomorrow. What did little orphan Annie say? Tomorrow is only a day away. Tomorrow's another day. Today's already yesterday. We just don't know it yet. And if you remember back to yesterday when today was tomorrow, it wasn't real then, but now it is. Mm-hmm. Always a work in progress, and it's beautiful. Yeah. Don't give up on yourself. Never give up on yourself. And it's like, reminds me of the birds and the song about the seasons. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And our lives, and it's very much about that. We can't beat ourselves up. Our mistakes are our shining moments. Now you do. Well, that's great. Yeah. That's a perfect place to be. That's a perfect place to be. Yeah. It's good that you got out of a dramatic thing. And remember, Selena, when you find yourself hoping for that new relationship, allow yourself to hope for it, but also become a co-conscious creator, in that remembering that when you hope for that new relationship, do it and then hide it away, tuck it away. Don't worry about it anymore. It's a goal that you can return to once a day, once every couple days, and then it'll hit you by surprise. And it'll be there all of a sudden. That split would have been for you, Selena, with that Magician and Knight of Cups, I feel. And Steve, if you're still in the chat, I'm just curious if that was the only one that you've ever seen, or if you actually have had more experiences, or if that was the, oh yeah, Steve's still here. Lots of faithfulness. It's kind of an interesting topic. It's always captivated my imagination. Only the light ships, Christina. I haven't seen any of the, and I'm only going off of what other ufologists have presented, because without that, I wouldn't know the contrast of what was what. The only one you've seen in 3D, yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. It's something we don't normally talk about on our channels, on our streams, but we talked about the Palladian soup recipe. Sometimes you'll need a little dash of this and a little sprinkle of that and a little shot of this to make the soup just right. Yeah. Yeah. And Ange does as well, Steve. We have some very woke people on our channel. I even updated the channel page, and it says, I changed it to, doesn't matter how many numbers strong we are. We have experts, we have professionals in almost every area of the etheric, esoteric realms coming in and contributing. And we're all doing it in this very harmonious way. And I'm so happy to be a part of it, and so happy whenever any of you goes live and we can get together in tribe there. The Crafty and Soul are usually on when I'm out shoveling rocks. So I can just stop in and say hi. Wow, that's huge. So you must resonate really strongly, Steve, when I talk about stuff like having the creative control over that birth, death, rebirth cycle. You experienced it in this lifetime. And that's really profound. That's really amazing. Because I'm looking forward to that next time. Did you look in your book? Oh yeah, what date did you ask about, Ange? You asked for a date, you didn't ask about a date. Why don't you hit me with a date and then I'll look in the book. Look in the Almanac Guide, see what it's saying. Yeah, when to start. You said August, early August or mid-August. Selena resonated with that. That's great. And JC Flynn, are you still here? Is anyone still left from the start of the meditation? Chanel C. I didn't see Chanel C, only really briefly. I love when people check in. Keeps buffering on you. Oh no. Well, we got about 12 minutes left, everybody, and then I'm going to have to call it. Again, like I said, I've been quite ill from the sun. So, like, the meditation was really great, but now, like, the computer, I need to go to, like, a very still and dark and cool place. I need to go Karma Chameleon. I need to go full Scorpion and just go to a cool, dark, still place. Witness choosing my parents' name. Yeah, the big old library. It's our local library of the Akash. Vitamins. No, I appreciate it. It's just heat exhaustion. So, this is me being like, you can't shovel rocks like you did when you were 20, you ding dong. No matter how much you want or believe it, you just, it just isn't that easy anymore. That's very cool, Christina. Hey, and if Tatiana's still on when we say goodnight, maybe we could all go over there and keep on keeping on. That'd be cool too. Just go bombard her with like all of us at once, being like, "What up? We here? We party, right?" Yeah, yeah, and that's another series I was hoping to introduce about slowing down that feeling or tricking monkey mind out of that experience of aging. You know, living that best version of our life where we're healthy on all fronts, sort of reverse the effects of aging, almost like oil of Olay cream. It will make you look young forever and ever and ever. I want to do a series about how being in touch from within can help slow down the aging process. I need to do some more research before I present, and I don't know what kind of fashion that's going to take, but it's something that I would definitely like to explore down the road. Looked it up to find what it was and never looked back. Isn't that interesting? That's all it takes sometimes, is just a little spark, a little seed, and away it goes. Acceptance binds, love expands. Yeah. I feel that though, but the allowance and the acceptance and that surrender piece, I still believe is very important, especially for those that are trying to overcome something, or the acceptance of it, because especially if it's something that is not allowing love to come in, the acceptance that love is being blocked, I think, is that key, ting, that pin or that trigger that helps it along. But it is that contrast that they are both allowed to exist. It's like a Mandelbrot set, that love. It's like a Mandelbrot. It just goes on, right? What is it? It's the song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend. But I think Steve, you're talking about that whole like reincarnative thing still, I believe. It's like, wow, you stand in the power of love and you realize, hey, I can do anything that I set my attention and my intention on. I really am capable of doing that, right? Oh no, my ears. Watch out for the ear. Nicole was putting the ear emoji up last night, and I thought it was a pork chop. Until you do succeed. Right? Those little seeds. If at first you don't succeed. Dad jokes, 25-8. So, okay, I'll end the night with this little story. So up here in Canada, there's a stretch of highway where people were constantly crashing into crows, like while they were driving. Smash, another crow. And it got to the point where the insurance adjusters had to go and visit this section of highway to find out why there were all these claims of like windshields getting smashed out and like so many crows are being struck. And what they discovered is that these crows would work in pairs, right? Because crows will, if like say a bunny rabbit or something got ran over on the highway, the crows will come and land on the highway to feed on it. Okay. And what the insurance adjusters found is that 8 out of 10 crow collisions were happening with motorbikes. And so these crows, when they'll usually work in pairs, and one will stay on the side and the other one will go out and feed on the existing roadkill. And so it took a really wise person to be like, well, the reason why 80% of the time these crows are getting hit by the motorcyclists is because the crows were really good at alerting one another and being like, caw, but they were horrible at saying bike. Okay, just a little fun story for the end of the night, just to take you on a wild imagination. Dad jokes 25, and I have the audacity to laugh at my own jokes. Okay, so please forgive that. 12:34. If that tickled anybody's funny bone, you can let me know in the comments down below. For those of you that want to view later. I got an LMAO from Steve. Yeah, that was my whole goal tonight, was to get an LMAO from Steve. A good one. So when I first got that joke, it was written to me in a text, and it was like really long and drawn out. It probably took me like 5 minutes to read the whole thing, and then when I got to the end, I was like, wah, 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 wah. But I thought it was quite clever and quite cute because the crows, right? They'd be like, "Caw!" But they can't say bike. So they that's how it feels. Wow, 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 wow. All right, everybody. Crucial thanks to the moderators, to Soul Illumination and Christina L., to Steve Stanil, the Wisdom's in the Room, to Ange Whitney, friends of Seven for a long time now. For those of you seeing the light ships, astral projecting, third eye, all of that good stuff, keep it rolling with you through the rest of this Gemini season and forever and for always. Everybody, I hope you get excited for the program tomorrow night. We're going to be hyped on the midnight special for the full strawberry moon in Sagittarius. So special thanks to the moon and to the oceans for keeping us all in balance. To Selena Pomeras, thank you for vibing with us tonight on a very laid-back meditation kind of program tonight. So it's very good. To November Snow Tarot, I hope you're feeling a lot better than you were yesterday or earlier today. Okay, to Linda Soroka, thank you so much for being on the program tonight. And anyone, in case I missed you, I want to to Jasmine Moore, thank you so much. Kind of just cutting in under my radar there a little bit. It's really good. And remember, if the ladies don't find you handsome, they can at least find you handy. Oh wait, that was for Steve. That was for Steve. Still smiling and laughing. Yeah, absolutely. And was yeah, and for Casey Flynn, and for those that came at the very start of the program. Hopefully Tatiana's still online, everybody. We could go over there, and it's not like we're wedding crashers. It's not like we're crashing the party. We can just go and show some support if we're all still awake for another few minutes. Yeah, thank you. Namaste. Remember, the best in peace, joy, bliss, prosperity, abundance, happiness, love, health, in all things, always, for this tribe. To the gumdrop, right? How oft we overlook the consciousness of the little gumdrop emoji. He's hired help here at 99.9. A winky face. That's or in Canada we always say, keep your stick on the ice. There's an old guy named Red Green. If you ever get a chance, just Google Red Green. He's got a big beard and red and green suspenders on. He's full of all kinds of practical wisdom that we can use. All right. Ange, peace, love, and sunshine. Namaste to all our friends. Yeah. It's at 1:59. I'm just kind of waiting for it to click over to 2 before I click out. I don't know why. Maybe I'm a little OCD that way. It's fine. Christina knows the show. Such a great program. Funny, too. Gotta have the laughter and the benevolence. Ange knows the show. That's some Canadiana crap from not crap, but good stuff from way back. Okay, everyone. Good night. Thank you. Thank you.